on stairs, gaps, drops, whatever requires a lot of impact. I thought it would be important because the difference between a good bail and a bad bail is, it sounds funny saying the term good bail because obviously bailing isn't considered good, but a bad bail can take you out of the game for weeks, months, maybe even years, and might turn you off from skateboarding. So it's important to really mitigate that risk of constantly hurting yourself. When you're skateboarding, you're always exposing yourself to danger, but as long as you have good reaction time and use good techniques to get out of bails, it really it makes the process more enjoyable. You don't have to worry about things so much. So this is my friend Joseph here trying a trick down the 4 block. Step 1, when you're bailing on stairs, you want to make sure the board's out of the way as much as you possibly can get it. I get sometimes that it'll be right next to you, or you're not going to be able to kick it several yards away, and that's totally understandable. But you just want to make sure that the board's not going to be under you still when you kick out. You want it to get slightly out of the way so that you can just begin to land on your feet. You'll see step 2 here. He's just really absorbing the impact with his knees, and this is really common, and I think it just comes to most people. You realize that you got to take the impact with your knees, but I think step 3 is the most important here, and that's really just transferring the energy and the impact that you get on your feet down to the rest of your body. So notice he puts his hands down here, and he makes sure not to put them behind him too much. He's just using them to get leverage to put the rest of his body on the ground, and he just slides it out. So you can do this at a skate park where there's smooth ground. If you're skating stairs in the street where you're dealing with rough ground, you may not be able to slide it out per se, but you can definitely roll it out. And it would help if you're wearing a long sleeve or a t-shirt that you don't care about messing up, because when you're skating the streets, things can get pretty dirty. But in this case, we're skating a skate park, so you can definitely slide it out. So I think the most important thing here is to recognize that you don't have to always take all the impact on your feet, and that's going to wear you out more over time if you just, you could probably get away with it on a, maybe a 3 or a 4 stair, something really small. But as you start to skate things, bigger stairs and gaps, it becomes more important to transfer that into a rollout or a slide out. And like I said, in that process, you want to make sure that you know where your hands are, and you just use them quickly for some leverage to get the rest of your body on the ground. And that's the anatomy of a good bail. So you don't have to do this every time. I know every situation is different, and some bails might look different. Sometimes you might fall out in front of yourself. Sometimes you might not. You might be looking backwards when this is all happening. I think just the principle is the main principles are to get your board out of the way, absorb impact with your knees as much as you can, and just sort of transfer that into a slide or a rollout. And that's the best way to really eliminate, not entirely eliminate, but really minimize the risk of hurting yourself on the bail. If you take all of that impact on your feet over time, you're going to wear your feet out more unnecessarily. And if you end up landing on anything other than your feet, then good luck to you, because that's definitely going to hurt. So just wanted to go over that real quick. Hopefully you guys got some good insight from that. I like doing these videos because I don't think many people talk about these things as opposed to just the regular tricks in skateboarding. But before you learn how to walk, you got to crawl. So this is really important to making the process in stair skating more bearable, and just knowing how to get your way out of these sticky situations. So thanks for watching as always, guys. See you next time.